Good afternoon. I just finished watering the seeds that I showed you guys, the garden seeds, vegetable seeds. Okay, I'll put it like that. Now I am done planting my herbs, okay? And I will show you what I did. This is all my herbs. You can see them. It's parsley, summer savory, thyme, toothache plant, marjoram, oregano, purple basil, regular basil. Did I say oregano? Cilantro, sage, and comfrey. Okay? Comfrey is a pretty big plant, so I might have to plant that somewhere in my yard, which is fine. Okay? So those are done, and I'm getting ready to plant my onions. And I found these trays. They're actually for microgreens. I think it'll be perfect to plant onions in. I got dirt for it right here. I thought I'd bring you in while I do that. I might have to get more onion seeds. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to do is finish spraying these down. And then I'm going to take them over to the table when I'm done. I was in the middle of watering these. I thought, oh man, I was going to bring you guys back. And I totally forgot. But I think I got some good herbs going here. The toothache plant is supposed to be a plant that's a numbing. It has a numbing agent in it. So I'm excited about that. And they call it the toothache plant because you can rub the plant and then put it on your gums and it'll numb your mouth. It'll totally numb your mouth. So that's pretty cool. I want to try that. Definitely want to try that. I've had those seeds for a few years now too. So there's that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these over here at the table because they're in my way. Okay. And I want to put the names of them where I can see them. I could put a few over here. Let's put the rest of these here. A lot of plants. Can't have enough, right? We'll do that. Whoa, man, I almost knocked that down. So there's that. Okay, move that over. My tomato seeds. Let me get a paper towel. Wipe this down. Okay. So like I said, these are from microgreens. So microgreens is like you plant broccoli, and when they come up and they're like really tiny seedlings, you cut them off and put them in your salad or just eat them right out of there. And it has more nutrients in that little seedling that comes up than the broccoli plant itself. The broccoli you get off of the broccoli plant. Does that make sense? Okay, so there's that. You can do it with sunflower seeds. I forget what other seeds. So I'm going to put a layer of dirt in here. I'm going to pat it down. You guys see it? There we go. And I'm just going to scatter the seeds in here. Wet it down so the seeds will stick. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. Stick. Another stick. All right, I think that's good enough. So I'm gonna get my seeds. Okay. And I'm just gonna scatter them. On here. And then as they grow, I'll watch them and tend to them, you know, of what I need to do, okay? I might have to transplant them until they get bigger. I'm not sure. I've never done this before, so you guys are going to be with me on this. I usually plant bulbs, but I will be planting the bulbs when these grow. I haven't been very good at starting onion seeds. Let's put it like that. And you know, it's trial and error. And it's fun trying, right? I think so. So that's all of them, and 2 trays was enough. So I'm going to go ahead and finish these off. And in about a week or 2, I will come back and show you guys how these look. I think it's perfect. I think this will be perfect. Look at that tissue. Throw these away, and I'll put dirt on top of it and water them, and that'll be it. I think I'm about done with planting right now. Absolutely. Okay, dirt. Can you see that tray? There we go. Still raining. It's been raining all day. It's supposed to rain all week. Be a muddy mess out there. want to use this up. I don't know if I can. Maybe. Looks good. I try to like even it out without, you know, messing with your seeds. And then we're gonna water them. Right. Water them down. You use a spray bottle so you don't get like too much water, and the dirt and the seeds are going to go all over the place, and your seeds need to settle in the dirt and be warm and have water till they start rooting. You want to move them around, you know. So if I use a watering can, this would be awful. It would just totally be awful. Here we go. I will probably water everything before I go to bed tonight. Reason being is because this dirt is so dry, and same with the dirt that are in those cups are so dry, it's just absorbing it up. And I would like to get it a good soaking before I go to bed tonight. And then I'll water them again tomorrow. I like these little trays. Wish I would have thought of this last year. I can't remember if I planted onions. No, I planted the bulbs, the onion bulbs. I bought them. So onion bulbs are like onion seeds. You know, the people are doing this, and then they take the bulbs out, put it in a bag, and sell it to you. I can do this myself, you know. Cut out the middleman, and there you go. All right? So there's that. So I want to let you guys know it's not that hard. And like I said, I grow a garden. It's very tiny. I have a tiny garden in an urban neighborhood. My yard is not big at all. And I've learned so much. This is my 6th year of gardening, and I've learned so much about gardening and the plants and what they like, what they don't like. And it's very interesting. It's very interesting. And it just soothes the soul being out there, growing your own food. So if you guys can, like I said, if you just have a patio at your apartment, you don't have to grow everything I just grew. To me, that's not as much as some people grow. You know what I mean? You could grow what you like. Grow what you like. I say I want some basil. Oh, you could get a little pot and grow some basil. It's just, and some oregano, a tomato plant, a cucumber plant. I know some people that have an apartment that grow those little tomatoes, in a pot, and some cucumbers, and you put them up on the vine, the trellis. Onions, I don't know, but you can try it. It's worth a try, You can grow some sage. As long as you have sun, mostly sun, where you're going to grow this stuff, it should grow, and you water them. That's a big deal. You don't want to let these things go dry, especially when they're starting out. Okay? So I will be back. I have some things I want to talk to you guys about what's going on in this country, and what you should do, what you should be doing, and what you should have been doing since the sickness of 2020. Okay, this is what got me this all started, is because of 2020. Okay? I don't know what's going to happen in our country. I have no idea. But would we ever know? And if we did know, is that the truth? We don't. We don't know. We don't know nothing. Okay? So, and it's not people like us. It's not us. So anybody who is in a different country knows, and we know, it's not them. It's who's over them. It's not us. It's who's over us. See what I'm saying? And every noise that you hear on the outside in social media, make sure it's the truth. Make sure you know that it's the truth, and do your homework. Because a lot of people are lying right now. And it's hard to know what is the truth and what is not. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow if I have time. Talk about preparedness and stuff like that. Okay? And what I do in a tiny house, in a tiny neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I live in the suburbs. Urban. I don't know where I live. I live in a neighborhood. Okay? So I kind of wish I lived in the country, and maybe someday that will happen. So I'll catch you later, and I got a lot of stuff I wrote down that I want to talk to you guys about, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. God bless you. God keep you. Bye-bye.